Esri Umpalti Ata Yod He Vod He, we are never alone. Esri Umpalti Ata Yod He Vod He, we are never alone. Esri Umpalti Ata Yod He Vod He, we are never alone. Esri Umpalti Ata Yod He Vod He, we are never alone. The calling Mikaelu, the great archangel of divine protection, the great archangel that keeps at bay forces that would want to cause chaos, strife, sorrow. And so we call here now consciously awake as light workers, remembering who we are and the power we hold, that we are now invoking the higher realms of light, those that work with Mikaelu, Archangel Michael, for your divine and sacred intervention. Your family of light call to you, the children of the earth call to you, the family of light call to you for your divine intervention in this time, in this world, that we can invoke the higher thought forms of peace and unity, tolerance and kindness, all based on the foundation of love and not on fear. Nima Mia, the God who is praiseworthy. Yela El, the God listening to us. Ha Ar Hel, the omnipresent God. Mitzrael, God who comforts those who have been oppressed. Umabel, God above all names is elevated. Yahel, God, the highest supreme being. Anawel, God, who is infinitely good. Mihiel, the vivifying God. And now, let us be mindful of our breath. And each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath brings us closer and intertwines us and connects us with the higher aspects of our higher bodies, our higher garments of life, that we hear now with the assistance of the angelics that have heard our call and will be part of this experience. Come here now. Breathe each and holy sacred breath, totally engaged. And with each and holy sacred in-breath and out-breath, very easily, for the alignment has already happened, the very intention of being of service, the very intention of uniting hearts and minds as a family of light upon the earth to connect with our expanded family of light in the higher realms of light. Our breath has made the sacred integration of the higher frequencies of light. And know, beloveds, that each and every holy sacred in-breath and out-breath automatically interweaves into the higher cosmic breath of the Christ in Matrea. So truly we say unto you, how sacred is this breath. And so for these few moments here now, we simply say to breathe as you feel, sense, and know the most radiant ones that are near you. And you will sense, feel, and know their presence and how it comes to you. See clearly here now in your spiritual eye that there is the combined sacred light in this breath that we breathe, held, integrated by the angelic realm. For the angelic realm always stands by. The angelic realm is here to serve as we are here to serve. And their charge is to assist this humanity in its evolution and expanded consciousness into the ascension of the higher realms of light that brings forth oneness, balance, and peace. And so we breathe together with these beneficent beings of light, sharing the holy sacred breath of the cosmic Christ and the divine Matrea. As grid systems have been improved, anchored, re-established, realigned, there are more portals of light and connections now more than ever. And as the Christ grid, the Matrea continues to anchor from the higher realms into the grid system of the sacred earth and thereby all of her life, these light impulses continue to anchor, expand, and radiate. And so we breathe the holy sacred in-breath and out-breath with the angels. They bring with them the higher spark and higher expansion of the various colors of the universe. And if one could see, and some may, their radiance, within their radiance, they hold the multitude and myriad of color codes of all creation. They hold the higher color codes that we aim for, that we reach for, that we evolved into. See very clearly here now, beloveds, as you are embraced in deep, boundless, unconditional love. A love that is boundless and eternal, and that these radiant ones, full of it, gives freely, pouring from their center of unconditional love. And we are bathed in a rainbow color of love. And these colors of multitude of rainbow colors beyond our understanding and spectrum flow in through them to us. And so there is a great interweaving and connection of these angels with us and us to them. Within these expanded light spectrums, holding the cosmic Christ, divine holy Matrea, from the highest realms of light, bringing in through grid and chakra systems held by these benevolent ones, integrated and expressed in a way that we are able to receive even in our physical, mental, emotional bodies. Sense and feel this divine grace, this elixir of light that comes in through and in you on the physical level, the mental level, and the emotional level. These three bodies, connected and anchored into the density of the material plane, are the bodies that are focused to bring healing, balance, and peace. As higher strands of colors, including the highest level possible now of the great divine human, igniting the DNA sequence to reconnect and align with the higher frequency of light stream. And so we simply breathe this sacred light in breath and out breath as these divine ones breathe with us. As we anchor deeply through our physical, mental, and emotional body to our sacred Earth Mother, that all that takes place within us in our physical, mental, and emotional expressions now flow into her as well. That on these lower vibratory expressions, through this connection held by these benevolent ones, that are great catalysts to bring the higher colors, codes, geometries, and grid systems into our reality bite of a physical, mental, and emotional level. And we breathe We breathe with these benevolent ones that hold unconditional love and to bring forth their sacred energy to blend into ours. Truly a sacred and divine gift of which we are humbled and grateful for. And we continue to breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath of light, and we see the radiance of colors that are beyond description as it flows in from the higher realms of light. In its brilliance, its illumination, it moves and it has substance, movement, and action to it. It is alive and it is organic. Its beauty is beyond description, and we receive just a tinge of its true magnificence, but we have touched this great benevolence and grace that pours into us through these angels of light, these great radiant ones, those that bring forth the divine plan, that answer to the sacred throne, that answer to the eternal Father, to the eternal Mother. And it is our choice, it is our desire to reach out. And so the connection is more concrete, is more integrated, is more connected. And as they surround us and hold this template, hold this sacred space on the holy ground where you find yourself, in the very air that you breathe, we receive this blessing. And as we receive this blessing, it pours into our Earth Mother and all of her life. And as we could perceive ourselves from a higher perspective, as we see the radiance of this illumined light, as we see its beauty, we observe ourselves and see that we are integrated into this. And there is a deep blessing, a deep grace, a deep connection that takes place here now. And we can feel and give back the love that pours endlessly. That it is the sacred ones, the saints that gather, that say, hold love, anchor love, keep love. And so, beloveds, we are here and being called for that. And we are giving the sacred armor of light of the divine. And in this armor of light that we now receive, that holds the colors, the codes, and the geometries of the higher light spectrums, as we are surrounded by this, as we integrate it within us and around us, we are anchored in this love and higher service. That our very presence, our thoughts, and our words are amplified as this divine interweaving and connection of the higher realms seeks to anchor deep within our bones. And we simply breathe and allow this process to continue, amplify, and expand. And now, beloveds, as we hold this divine sacred frequency, as we are interconnected within the octaves that we can receive these mighty ones that have stepped down the energy that we could integrate and be part of, these higher celestial frequencies of the cosmic Christ, divine Matrea, that we could experience a part of its glory, of its beauty, of its joy. And now we very clearly take a look at our Earth Mother from the cosmos. And we can see within our spiritual eye those blockages, lower thought forms, miscreations, ancient and new. We see them around the earth and where they congregate in particular. And as we hold this organic, moving, cosmic colors coming from the highest realms of light, we now take our positions and we send forth this colors, this living organic beauty upon the earth, and see all that is not of the light begin to dismantle and dissolve. And just as how you would have a most beautiful stream of fresh, clean water come and wash, purify, clear, and clean all impurities, so too this organic color coming from the highest realms of light move in great waves, clean, clear, and wash over all that is not of the light, dismantling archaic, rustic thought forms that no longer apply, dismantling newly created ones that are easier to dispel, and those trying to form, and those that have been lingering for a while. We bring this angelic power, we bring this higher light of cosmic colors, the higher frequencies, and we bring them in as the children of the earth, the children of light, and clean and clear and wash over these imperfections, miscreations, blockages, and ill intentions. Behold our positions. We see the entire earth ablaze with this beauty of rainbow colors beyond description, moving in, through, and around and into the atmosphere, touching all that is not of the highest light, dismantling it, removing it, bringing it to an alchemy of love. For it must be or it must leave, not to return as we create the new earth, the higher timeline. And as we hold, anchor, balance, love, hold the energy, hold the energy. And in your spiritual eye, even as these mighty archangels have lent their blessed and sacred energy to us, it has brought forth the myriad of angels, the myriad of consciousness of the Devic realm and other realms of light to assist, to support this endeavor at this time in this creation, that we have the choice of the higher vision, the higher purpose for our sacred earth. We are grateful for our own upgrade in our own color matrix of holding, integrating the higher light frequency, even as we walk a physical, mental, and emotional world. And now, as sacred, holy, blissful, and peaceful as this experience is, as being touched with the emanations of the higher light worlds, held by the most radiant ones, just to have that experience of whatever level we have had the opportunity empowers us, anchors us, and roots us in our true nature, our true spiritual nature, from the higher parts of ourselves, where we can hold that unshakable peace, that perfect balance, and radiate unconditional love, even through the chaos, and where our presence impacts others in more positive, loving, and balanced ways. And now the thought of the return does come, for there is much to do. And as such, we can sense and feel these powerful energies begin to withdraw and go back more into its source. But we are forever tinged, integrated with this benevolent energy of cosmic colors. And ever so slowly, we intend to be back. And so we too now draw in our electromagnetic field as all those who have participated in various realms, dimensions, and expressions of the divine begin to draw in theirs. Ever connected through the heart, ever connected through the mind of God, we now intend to be back and totally grounded in our physical, mental, and emotional bodies as we anchor to the earth. On the count of 3, we will be back, awake, and we will be alert. 1, 2, take a very deep breath in, and 3, we are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.